Hello there, and welcome to the first Claymore devlog. My name is Matt, and I'm co-founder and art generalist on this project. I'm here today to tell you about our game, so let's get right into it. What is Claymore? We are making a medieval melee slasher with the end goal of creating a feature-rich survivor game. A lot of games seem to use Claymore. Some examples are Life is Feudal, Rust, Mordhau, Chivalry, and many more. We really want to take this game to the next level, learning from the mistakes as well as the strong sides while adding more content. We aim to create a well-organized structure for combat and survival. The game will be released in stages, the first one being Arena for those of you who just want to PvP in a casual or competitive game modes, then a secret stage which we unfortunately cannot tell you too much about currently, with Survivor being the final goal where you can team up, fight and build in a procedural sandbox world. Our current goal is to finish the Arena demo that will be released as the first part of the game and secure funding for further Survivor development. The main focus currently is placed on the combat system. We really want the combat to feel competitive, fluid, balanced and rewarding. Using this combat system, Arena will have its own game modes like 1v1, 3v3 and 5v5, along with the highlight of it all. Now, 5v5 competitive rank largely inspired by the main competitive games you know. It will have an economy system, a class system, team objectives and much more. Obviously we will also have casual game modes for people to just join and have fun, while smashing their heads with the big swords. How it all started. So let's talk about some history here. September 2021 marks our first test. It was only me and freelance programmer. My vision started to take tiny steps towards becoming reality. I had some previous knowledge on game dev from another medieval project that I was co-founder of. I also have lots of experience from freelancing for various AAA and AA titles as character artist. I have a dream of making the best medieval survivor game out there, so I finally have something to play. The first thing I did was to write the entire combat game dev document for Arena and plan it out carefully. It went very smooth as I had those things in my head for years. As you can see in the video, there are a couple of things going on already, like two-handed combat and archery, although everything was very low quality and mostly made from assets, as a quick proof of concept. Some of you who actually develop for Unreal might recognize some of this. That's because the freelance program mentioned earlier pretty much scammed me back then and just made everything using stolen assets and tutorials. Then when it came to bug fixing and polishing, he didn't know how to do it apparently, so I had to replace him. Then I met Dust, that is not only lead programmer, but also the co-founder of the project, as we quickly became friends. We knew each other from the previous medieval project that he was a fan of. I remembered that he was studying programming at school close to where I live. So I quickly messaged him, we met in person for some drinks and started chatting. Apparently we had similar mindsets and visions, so right after that he joined the project and started programming. At first he was meant to do some easy tasks as he was just learning and didn't know Unreal. As he was doing that, I was continuing to search for other programmers, but it was hard to trust someone online after this scam incident. As Dust was learning quickly and doing really well, we both decided that he will take all the rest of the programming tasks. After which he started creating the game from scratch again.
Hi guys, my name is Dust and I'm the co-founder of Claymore. I'm responsible for every code-related matter in the game to date. Let me go over the process with you. In the beginning, it was a lot of finding out how to create a melee slasher, finding my bearings, watching a lot of tutorials. Throughout all of this, I've learned the unfortunate fact that most Unreal Engine tutorials are crap and teach you really bad habits. Instead, I've started talking on Unreal Engine Discords and learning from mistakes until I was confident in my ability to do things correctly on my own. As it turns out, doing things the right way takes time, unlike what these tutorials tend to show. A perfect example is making network movement speed changes. There are a lot of tutorials out there, but few actually do it correctly. If I were to follow these, we'd experience extreme rubber banding in our game. It is not ideal, but this is what we had to deal with. Apart from that, proper replication and proper memory management in Unreal were a hurdle, which was overcome. In the beginning, traces were done in a naive manner and have been since upgraded to proper melee slasher standard. On the way, I've revised the horse riding system about 5 times along with the inventory system. It was pretty rough. There's still some very odd bugs that leave even the most veteran Unreal devs puzzled, but they're being addressed. The game has reached its current state through a lot of trial and error, and is finally playable. It was a fun and at the same time rough journey, and it's still ongoing. We've learned a lot from our mistakes and are still learning so many new things along the way. We have been running tests consistently every time we made a big leap forward, looking for bugs, checking the balance and having fun. Our crew of testers consists mostly of our close friends and people with good knowledge about these types of games. Matt and me are also competitive game enthusiasts, with thousands of hours in games like CSGO, League of Legends, Overwatch, Valorant, Myth of Empires, Life is Feudal, Escape from Tarkov and many more. For those of you who would like to become testers, we sadly can't take in any more of you as of now. But as soon as we polish everything and create the first casual game mode, there will be big open stress tests going on with huge 50 vs 50 wars, so stay tuned. Information about this topic can be found on our Discord.
Our team currently consists of me as an art generalist, Dust as a programmer, and Siege as our environment artist. Siege has been helping us with modeling most of environment pieces for maps, vegetation and some level design. He has been consistently helping us for a long time now. Yes, we are only 3, from time to time hiring some freelancers mainly for concept work, but also at 3D artist Ekant full time. For a chunk of time, when he did modeling for most of weapons and some props for Claymore. A big help is also Monsieur, a voice actor who gives our characters a deeply manly voice that we could not recreate, you know.
I owe you a keg of beer, a whole tavern. Thank you, bastard. I don't know what's more important, my dick or you. Run, horse sons, run! Die in honor. My mother told me I will die someday. Well, I think it's time. You filthy son of a dog! Look at this foot poodle! He doesn't even know how to hold a sword!
You will hear him in our videos and our game pretty frequently. We wish to become a bigger team and also hire Ekant back, but sadly we are very low on budget and everything is paid out of pocket. No funding, no loans, nothing. This is our biggest problem right now, as we are work after our main jobs or studies, so it's taking much longer than it should. To clarify, we are not crying here. No money, big sad. We are sharing the truth with you guys, so you know why it's taking so long. As soon as we finish the demo, we are going to apply for Epic's Mega Grant and probably start reaching out to investors. We really want you guys to play this game as soon as possible, and we want to play it too, so we'll do everything it takes to release it. We are very serious and passionate about this project. This is not a side project that we will work on for some time and abandon like a child's toy. We've been on it consistently for 2 years and we are finally able to see the light at the end of the tunnel. The current state of the game. Honestly, the current state of the game is pretty solid. 200 combat and archery are in place. Optimization is pretty okay right now, but it will be better. We want as many people as possible to play our game, so optimization is always a priority. Since the last video we worked on numerous things, so let's get to that. I started with the body of characters. They felt so off without them. I simply cannot imagine razor-shaven medieval wives running around. Sadly, this is the case for many games now. Other than that, I started working on animations for the next weapon types, namely one-handed weapons and polar arms. I also started to work on character creator and a new armor, Chainmail one. This will probably come to the next devlog, but yeah, we have done a lot on it. We just need some programming and UI to support it properly.
I've been really busy with uni recently, since it is my last semester. I recently upgraded that project to Unreal 5.3. We have been consistently upgrading along with Unreal since 4.27. I've also been working on implementing the new weapon types which Matt created animations for. All the systems for it are already in place, but some have special mechanics which also have to be coded. As of now, we don't have any roadmap online, but I'm thinking of creating one so you guys can follow along. Our plan for the arena demo is to polish combat with all 3, as we call them, classes. Namely footmen who wield weapons, cavalry which focuses on using lances, and archers with bows for now and possibly crossbows later on. We will include at least one big map and one small map, as well as the first iteration of the character creator and the progression system. There's not much left to do. Everything on the network side is done, with matchmaking on official servers and self-hosting for community servers. No rubber banding, no teleporting, low delay with server authority to reduce cheating. We have a lot of maps partially ready, but none of them are finished yet. Lancing is the only system in the combat that is not implemented as of now. For the player demo, as mentioned, we would like to add that sweet competitive game mode with economy. Then we would have something you could play without getting bored. That was all for this devlog. The next devlog won't come for a while most likely, since we want to make significant progress before filming one. But we'll be posting our progress on Discord and TikTok, along with creating YouTube shorts, so feel free to follow us there. Links are in the description.
Oh, hello. Do you want to be a part of Claymore? Do you want to influence the game to help us make it the best melee slasher to date? Join our Discord. We're super transparent, yes, active and open for ideas. Since the beginning, we've been taking a lot of ideas from you as a community. In fact, most of the weapons that were made so far are community suggestions. Oh, hello. Grow with us and help us on this crazy game dev journey. Love you all. Woo.